Joining us now for more on the Bahrain conference is Shai Franklin, Middle East analyst and partner at Gotham Government Relations. Shai, of course, thanks for coming in this evening. Okay, Jared Kushner still very optimistic about it, but the Palestinian Authority is saying they want a political agreement in place before they sit down and talk to anybody. Is the deal the opportunity of the century? Is that a losing proposition?
You know, the expectations were set lower than originally. It originally was supposed to be the deal of the century. Now it was a workshop,
right.
Not a conference, not a summit, because the level of representation was relatively low. Normally, if you're going to have a conference or a workshop like this, you come in with at least a few deals that you can sign. You come in with a few commitments for $1 billion here, $1 billion there. To talk about what you could do with $50 billion when not a single dollar has been pledged. When on the same day that they were meeting in Bahrain, there was a meeting here in New York where other countries, not the United States, pledged $110 million to UNRWA to make up for the money that the United States pulled out of UNRWA. So if we're going to help the Palestinian people, we should at least continue our commitments to UNRWA. Okay, so what have you heard from this conference? What is this economic plan all about then? It's very schematic. There's not a lot of detail. Most of the detail is drawn from previous plans, some existing projects or some projects that are already being planned. But it's really a vision. It's not really a vision. A vision includes not just what's going to happen in 10 years or 20 years, but how we can get from here to there. Even Jared Kushner in his opening remarks said that all this prosperity for Palestinians is contingent on a political deal.
Exactly. And so that's what the Palestinians want before they begin any type of discussion on it. So, but at the same time, a lot of people are asking, why would you turn your back on a $50 billion aid package for your people?
It's not a $50 billion aid package. There's no package. They could have said $100 billion. They could have said $10 billion. It doesn't really matter. There's nothing there. None of these Arab governments have come forward, although Qatar has been sending money to Gaza to try to help out the humanitarian situation there, with encouragement from the Israelis.
Well,
without the need for a workshop, without the need for a big peace plan.
And how do the Israelis feel about this plan that is being put forward?
Look, I don't think the Israelis are that concerned with the details. I think it looks good. They want to help President Trump. They're very happy. Much bigger than this is the fact that the United States moved the embassy to Jerusalem, recognized the annexation of the Golan Heights. For the Israeli and the fact that the conference was held in Bahrain, and even though there were no Israeli government officials, they can play this up as some new normalization with the Arab world. Although 25 years ago, after the Madrid talks, Arab governments were meeting with the Israelis around the table to discuss all kinds of projects in the region. So this is not actually groundbreaking.
Well, there is a lot of argument that there has to be a new avenue to go down because the old avenue was just not working. But really, Shai, is there a peace plan that will work?
There have been peace plans that could work, but there's no magic formula. It's already known what could work. That's why most of the plans, most of the projects that are listed in this new proposal are actually old projects. What was really needed is trust. The United States is known to be very pro-Israel, but until recently, it's always been an honest broker.
Okay.
And that's what's important.
Shai Franklin, of course, thank you so much for your insights. We appreciate them.